Welcome to Google Classroom Training. In this module, we will look at how to create an assignment. So to create an assignment, you need to go to the stream of your page. And in that stream, you will see a plus sign button all the way over to your right. And when you hover over it, 4 options will come up. The first option will be to create an announcement. In creating an announcement, you can create reminders, create instructions, anything that you need your class to know would be done in the announcement section. Now, for this section, you have a for, and usually it highlights the course that you're currently in. But say you want to make an announcement that pertains to 1 or more classes. Then you have the option of adding 1 or more classes to the announcement. This way you don't have to post multiple times. It'll post one time to several different classes. You also have the option of either posting to all of your students or to some of your students. Now, because there are no students in this module, you cannot see students. But once you have added students, you'll be able to check off only the students you want to see or check off all of the students that want to see the announcements. You would then type in your announcement, and it could be however long you want it to be. It can be whatever you want it to be. So here I'll write a reminder that there are 4 modules to this training. Be sure to view them all. And then you can create a topic or add a topic. So let's say we're going to create a topic, technology, training. And finally, if you wanted to add something for the announcement, you can. You can either add a file from your computer. You can select a file, select where the file is, and then add, and then open it and add it, and then you would just upload. Or you can attach something from your Google Drive. So everyone that has a Google Classroom account has a Google Drive attached to it, and anything that you create in your docs or slides that's saved into your Google Drive can also be added to an announcement or an assignment or any other part of Google Classroom. And it's simple. You would click on the Google Drive icon, wait for your assignments to come up or any attachments, click on an attachment and then press add, and it would add it automatically to your announcement. You can also add YouTube videos or add a link. Suppose you want a student to look at a specific website, then you would copy and paste, add the link, and the link would show up. And all students would need to do is to click on the attachment or the link, and it would automatically pop up for them whatever information it is you want them to view. And once you're done, you can post. But if you pull this drop-down screen, you'll see that there are other options. You can either post it, schedule it to post at a later time, or save it so that you can post it at a later time. Another option is to create assignment. Now, if you see, there are a lot of the same features from creating an announcement, but there are a few that are a little bit different. So adding a class or just keeping to one class stays the same, and then adding to all students or adding to one student stays the same. And that part is actually beneficial for differentiation. If you have an assignment that is slightly different or modified and you only want to assign it to one student in your class, then you can assign it solely to that student. No one else has to know but you and the student that the student has a modified assignment. You can add a title to your assignment, your instructions, and then another feature that was not seen before is a due date. So you can add a date in which the assignment is due plus a time. Once you've added that time and created a topic, then you can either add an attachment, something from your Google Drive, a video or a link. Now students will still be able to post to the assignment, whether it's late or not. It just will let you know that the assignment is late if it's posted after the date and time that you assigned. And then once again, you can either drop down the screen and you can post, save, or schedule it for later. It's totally up to you. Let's take a look at creating a question. So creating a question is great if you want to have students practice responding to one another. If you want to put a question up or a discussion question and you have students reply, much like you do in college, this is a great feature to have. And again, a lot of the features are the same, except for a few. For one, it gives you the option of either allowing students to answer with a short answer or multiple choice. And then you can add in your options for your multiple choice. This is great if you want to do sort of like a mini quiz to see where students are in the topic or to show understanding. And then you can change the settings. Students can either reply to each other or they can edit answers. It's completely up to you. And you get the options again in the drop down, either to ask, schedule for later, or save the draft. Finally, one of my favorite options here is to reuse a post. So let's say you posted something in one class and at a later date you're in another class and you decide you'd like to use the same assignment. Rather than having to create it all over again, you can reuse a post from another section in a current section. So for example, if you can select the section in which you want to post from. So for example, we can say we want to post something from the sociology class. And basically you just look up what it is you'd like to assign. You can create any new attachments or copies of the attachments for the new class. It's completely up to you. And then hit reuse. Once you hit reuse, you will get the assignment page up first. So it won't post automatically. It will give you the option to edit the post or edit the assignment before you actually post it onto the wall. And then once you do that, you can assign, schedule, or save for later. And so once you've done that, if you save, obviously I've saved posts, you'll be able to go back to them, click on them, and then assign them at that moment. If not, you can always delete any posts or drafts that you saved. It's really easy to do. And then as you can see, once you've assigned questions, posts, or assignments, then your stream will start to look like this. So I have a few assignments up. I have a few posts. These are some websites that I wanted students to look at, plus rules or project description. We have some slides that students created that we posted up for them to use for review guides. Here's a specific assignment where they need to read and answer some questions, and I provided a link for their textbook. Let's show you an assignment in which students had to. Here we had students respond. Here's an assignment where students actually had to do the assignment in Google Classroom and attach. So in here they have a video. They were asked to view the video and then answer the question. The students could either, some students commented down the bottom and they marked themselves as done. Sometimes you have attachments, and so what you would normally see is the student's name. It'll show you if it has an attachment. This particular assignment did not have attachment, but students marked themselves as done. And you can click to see the assignment. And that concludes how to create an assignment in Google Classroom. I hope this was helpful.